Hi, welcome back to my coloring channel, What Colorful Worlds. In today's video, I want to explore the different coloring plans that I have for the month of April, and also what decisions kind of go into me picking different pages. So first off, since April is the month of spring in my mind, I want to have pages that are spring related, whether that's finding some rabbits, some ducks, some little eggs, or anything to do with florals such as tulips and daffodils. That's kind of what's guiding my decision making to make it a nice spring themed month. Along with that, I do have some hashtags and challenges that I'm following year long. One of them is from Jordy Colors, where every month she picks a different fairy tale, and this month's fairy tale is the ugly duckling. So I have to find some ugly ducklings. Another one that I follow is called the hashtag the wild year of color, and it's where you have a different wild animal picked each month. For this month, the theme is frogs, so I have to find some frogs. Lastly, I'm part of a Facebook group called the Fantasy World of Kirby Roseanne's, and every month there's a different theme to find in Kirby's books, and the theme for this month is rabbits, so I also have to find some rabbits. I love how there are so many spring-themed creatures to hunt for in my pages for this month. Other than that, I would just have some buddy colors or pages that I want to color because they strike my fancy. But lastly, I would say is finding some pages to fix, because I'm on a roll where I'm trying to fix my ruined pages in my coloring collection, because I do ultimately want to color every single page that I own. I know it's a weird, I know that's a bit of an extreme goal, and not that many people have that as their goal, but it's one of my goals. I love completing things, and so I'm on the roll to complete 2 books this year, and I want to fix some of my ruined pages so I can have those books also be reintroduced back into my completed book collection agenda. So let's go to the tabletop view and see which ones I have selected for the month.
So the first book to always look at will be the 2025 Coloring Planner. So for this one, when I'm looking at April, there is this prompt page for April that is a drawing done by Morgan O'Brien. Each month has a different one, and so I've been doing them at the start of each month, and I use color cubes to inspire me. So I'll try to find some kind of like Easter themed or spring themed color palettes to do this one with. It's really cute because it has your little Easter egg, and you have some tulips, very, very springy as a page. So that is the first one here, which is from Amanda Colors Coloring Planner. So the page picked by UCQ's Life of Witches is this one over here, and you can see the name of the page at the back, and it says at the bus stop. And so it's nice because you can think of it in terms of the spring showers, the April showers section, and what I think I like about this too is that Kira over on A Pictured Purpose had done a color along for this page. It'll be nice to learn some new techniques, for instance, how to do those raindrops like she showed. And it has a toad in it, so not quite a frog. So if I needed a cheat, I could put that in, and it even has a rabbit in it. So if I needed a cheat, I can put that in too. So it's a perfect page for many reasons. If I have time, I was actually thinking of doing this one as well, because it's such an April themed page with your chickens and your Easter eggs and your flowers, the little roses, the little daffodils. It's I can imagine this being just a really nice, bright pastel, beautiful page showing the best that spring has to offer. And so those are the 2 ones that I have from UCQ's Life of Witches. Okay. So I'm thinking of coming back into Hannah Carlson's Atlantis. I do color in this occasionally, even though I find it a bit difficult to color in. But Ugly Duckling, anyone? This is the perfect page for that ugly duckling prompt. And I really love it. I think it's gorgeous. I look forward to kind of doing this difference between like the underwater versus the sky overhead, and then just kind of get that that really beautiful blues and greens come in. It has a couple toads at the bottom, so again, it could be another cheat for the frog prompt, because toads and frogs are a bit similar. They're different, but they're a bit similar. But 100% works for like the ugly duckling. And that's from Tales from Atlantis by Hannah Carlson. I also was looking through Good Yule, and even though most of these are Christmas pages, this one here is not overly Christmassy, And I was just thinking if I needed a palette cleanse page that's not really linked to a theme, this could be a good one to do. There's something nice about just having some good florals. And the idea that I was thinking was if I did gold paint on this outline and this border in this thick section here, what if I make that black and just have it be kind of like black on gold, and then have this be a bit of a darker palette as well, so that I can get a bit of a break from the April spring pastels. And so that's the Good Yule by Hannah Carlson. And small victories, I have one page picked, and if you can guess it, it's this spring wreath. This book has 4 wreaths of each from different seasons, and so it could be nice this year to get these 4 pages done. So this would be the April page, and then this would be sometime in the summer, this would be sometime in the fall, and then that would be the winter page. And so that's the only one I have planned, however, from Little Victories. So I do have a buddy color set from Romantic Country, The First Tale by Erie, and in celebration of Easter, it's these Easter egg collection pages. And so it could be really fun to look at different Easter egg color palettes on Pinterest, and I've done that already. Some of them are like more reds and blacks, others are more pastels, so I just have to pick whatever color palette inspires me to do this. I'm not sure how I'm going to have it settled in the background, however, I do like the idea of the eggs being on something, just so that we can have a bit of a visual reference for it so they're not floating in space. But I'm really, really bad at figuring out how to do shadows and like a cloth background, but I'm just thinking in terms of how I could get that to work, because I can't make it hang, right, because like the threads will be weird and intercross each other, and plus there's an egg on the side. Like, is that why is that hanging on the side if that was hanging? So I think it's nice if I would imagine it just like sitting in something or on something. Honestly, I could even make it grass, I suppose, just do like grassy strokes around it and just have it be a bunch of Easter eggs in a little grassy field. But yep, so once I figure out what to do with the background, this page is good to go. And that is from Romantic Country, The First Tale. It's also my goal to color in at least one Romantic Country page a day, or a month, sorry, oh god, not a day, a month, and I skipped last month. So the ones I was going to do last month were some more of these kind of domestic scenes, so something from the kitchen like this, or even here, another really cute little kitchen scene. So I might end up still trying to do those to kind of catch up to my goal, since I'm deficit by 1 month right now, but it's not mandatory. I at least will get the Easter egg page done from The First Tale. So speaking of Easter, Alien Worlds does have like a bit of a incubation egg scene here, where you have your little alien in his little crystal chrysalis. I love the crystal planet. I think it's my favorite in Alien Worlds, and it could be cool if this year I end up finishing at least that section of the book. So there's this page that I could probably do over here. I think I'll use the exact same colors that I did here, and I was thinking of having this beautiful kind of like mint green bead the chrysalis, but I'm not sure what color to do the alien to make it kind of stand out from the middle of the chrysalis. I could try to make another white alien and have it be rather ghostly and see-through. That's an idea. And I also keep making this chrysalis here purple. So that's this page here. And if I had time or energy, I was going to do this one as well. I'd probably be following a reference of someone else's artwork because they did a really beautiful job, and I have a hard time imagining what to do with this page, because that one image is just stuck in my head as the image for this page. So I will cite my source though when I end up doing it, if I end up doing it, just to give people credit where credit is due. So those are the 2 potential pages I have from Alien Worlds. So in Rooms of Wonder, I have a couple ideas for pages selected. I'm trying to do Karen's 150 Prismacolor Pencil Challenge this month, so I'm in the process of filming, getting ready to film that. But the page, I'm debating between 3 different pages. I guess one of them is this items page, because I have actually done the 150 challenge before. I've done it on this one here, and I actually have a YouTube video linked up there, kind of showing me doing it, and it was from a long time ago, so one of my first speed coloring edits, I guess. And so I could use, I know it's very successful, and it's easy to be successful doing the 150 Prismacolor Pencil Challenge as long as you're working with color groups and color combos. And that can help use up all the pencils. For instance, this here used up pretty much every single one of my warm grades, and on this tiny little helmet here. So it's really not that hard to go through all the pencils, to be honest. And so I was thinking I could do it on this page here and just continue some of those color combos over and have this items double page spread be completed. Otherwise, I was thinking of having it be here in the sewing room, because like I counted buttons. I think there's like 27 little buttons here. If each button was a different color and you weren't even shading and only using one color, that's 27 pencils down, right? So it's on a page like this where there's so many small items, it could be easy to get through all of those different pencils as well. Otherwise, this was my third option, this office room, for the same reason that it just has a lot of small different items in it, and I can go through those different pencils fairly quickly with all those different items. Plus, it has a rabbit and it has a frog, so it fulfills some of my requirements over there as well. Well, I guess actually the rabbit is not a requirement for any book except Kirby's, but it does fulfill the frog requirements for sure, because that's a little frog peeping through. So then that's my third option. Comment down below, what's your favorite? Which one should I tackle? Should I use the 150 color pencils on this page, on this page, or on these two pages? Well, let me know. And those are the three options that I have from Runes of Wonder for this month. I've been picking this book up and putting it back for over a year now. It's my longest uncolored book, and if I do jump into it, I have found one page, and that's this page here, because it's very spring-like with the daffodil ladies. And so because we have these ladies who are also daffodils inside this little vignette here, it fits in really well and is really cute and really beautiful. Plus, if I run out of ideas for colors, at the back of the book, like quite a lot of Japanese books do, they have some of the pages pre-colored in. It's not my favorite color palette in the world, but it is an option to kind of figure out how I could do it when you have like your daffodil. I guess that's actually a rose. Yeah, that makes sense, the leaves are different. And I'm not sure what kind of flower that is. I'll have to try looking that one up. But yeah, so those are the options that I have, since it's very flowery with flowers that tend to come out in spring, and could work really well. This is from a book that is translated to Coloring Book of Secret Dream Story by Yoshimi Segiguchi, and it is a really, really sweet one, a story of a girl who kind of like is led by her dolls into a dream world, but I have not even started coloring in it, and I need to. So that's the page that could have me break into the book, I think, this month. Otherwise, I haven't picked up Flower Girls in a long time. I bought this book after watching Tammy Danso do her little shorts where she used a different color challenge on all these different pages, and I thought it would be a great way to kind of learn to use alcohol markers. And then I started and trying to follow along for this, and I messed up. Like, what did I do to that face? It's terrifying. After that, I did kind of fix and figure out how to do it with this one here. So it's way more smooth in terms of the alcohol marker blends, and I did use some Prismacolors on top. But I was thinking of coming in and finishing this one because I'm on a roll where I want to try to finish all of my whips and my ruined pages. And so this one would be a good one to do for spring because it's just so floral. And I would make her skin go darker because I would just kind of go over it with a hoo-hoo marker that's a bit darker to kind of smooth and even it out. And so yeah, this would be the one that I would do to try to fix for my ruined pages journey. And that's from Flower Girls Coloring Book, and it's by Yemzi Drawing, or M's Drawing. So you can find it on Amazon, and I think that she has an Etsy as well. Otherwise, with ruined pages, Secret Places has a lot of different ruined pages that I could potentially try to fix. Ones that I was thinking of doing out of all of these beautiful ruined ones is this one. And I really wish that I had made this purple, and I could have made this a wisteria tree instead of it being some kind of leaf that falls like wisteria. But I can still roll with it, I can still work with it. And so this is the one that I'm thinking of fixing, just kind of going over the really bad blends of water-based markers that I have over here, using a mix of alcohol markers and pencils and paint pens, and just trying to get this one fixed. So this is my ruined page that I'm thinking of completing, and that brings me back into this book as well. So last two ideas are my project books, Magical Worlds and Worlds Within Worlds. I'll start with Worlds Within Worlds. If you look at my little tracker at the back where I kind of track how I'm doing in terms of like finishing this book by the end of the year, I'm right now 3 pages behind schedule, and if my goal is to do 4 pages a month, that means I'm actually should do 7 pages in order to catch up to my schedule. But 7 pages is a lot, and so I'd have to do at least 4 and hopefully 5 to kind of catch up. But if I want it to be nice and spring themed, this one here is one I've been wanting to do in the spring for a while, and I have my color palette already set. I want this to be pink, kind of like Japanese cherry blossoms. I want this to be like a soft blue. I want the shoes to be a soft green, and this to be kind of like a soft tan on the ground. So that way, even though it's set kind of like during the day, and so I'm not going to be using any lights from the light sources, I still think it can be just like a really, really beautiful spread as like things come through. Maybe I'll even try some fun light sources. Maybe I'll have like it be a cloudy day and like a sunlight shines in this way, kind of like randomly hitting part of one of the shoes. I don't know if I can manage that, but it's an idea that I have as well. So that's 2 potential pages down. Alright, otherwise, this is another page, so this is the 3rd page to maybe do, and it's a flower, and it's spring, and flowers bloom in spring, and that's the only reason I would choose this page. I'm not sure what colors I would do with it. Again, I'll try to just make it like a nice flowery floral palette, and I don't know if I want it to match this one here, but there's a potential I could make it pink and then have another blue sky, even though I kind of want to take it a slight different direction if possible too. So that's this here. I also first, I think, need to figure out what kind of flower this is, because that can help me with the color picking as well. And so that's my page option at number 3. All right, options number 4 and 5 are these 2 here. And so I had seen one of my coloring friends do this page, and she used a little stencil to make a brick background, and it was just so incredibly beautiful having this set up against a brick background, and it made me want to do that as well. And so I have recently bought some stencils. I have like my first ever haul video that I might be filming soon, and a bunch of things to put with stencils, such as like off-brand distressed inks and things like that. And so I want this to be just like a really nice, beautiful brick background. And then I might even add in a few more greens and vines coming down. It can just be a really, really beautiful page. So I've been eyeing this for a while, and I could potentially do this month as well. But lastly, because the Kirby group does have rabbits on its agenda of things to color, I might do these 2 pages because I have a rabbit right there. And so even though it would be better to do like a full page spread of rabbits, I've already completed this a while ago, and so the only rabbit I have left in this book is this one here. Otherwise I'd have to go into some of the other Kirby books to find a rabbit, and I just really want to get this book done, so I'll try to concentrate here instead. And so this would be the double page spread to potentially do. Otherwise, if I choose not to do it as a double and I just want this rabbit here, that illustration is the same as the one over here, and you still have your little rabbit over there. So then this would be that final page to do. So that kind of is my reasoning for what I'm trying to choose with Worlds Within Worlds. I have 7, slightly more than 7 options to color in to help me catch up. So if I can do at least 4, hopefully 5, so I can at least chip away at my deficit, that could be good. And last but not least is Magical Worlds. I had ignored this book last month, and this is my full book color along, so it's very naughty of me to ignore this book. And I have so many ideas for this book to color in for this month, which I'm happy about, because last month I think I was feeling a bit stuck, and so I couldn't really bring myself to color in it. First off would be to finish my long-standing whips, of course, so just get those done and not have any whips left, and that's these 2 pages here. Next is to catch up on my dragons. Here. This dragon page, I've been promising to do it for a while, and I think I need to finally come and do it. It's perfect for the month too, because you have your little egg. And then along with that, if we think in terms of the ugly duckling, it turns into a swan. This could be colored either as a duck or as a swan, and so it could be a really beautiful one to do as well. And anything that deals with flowers can be colored too, so I have this flower spread to color as well. And finally, here, I know what to do with these 2 pages, and so if I know what colors I want to do and what techniques I want to use, I feel like I should go for it and just do it, because otherwise I might struggle to figure out like what to do and what ideas to have. And so I want these to kind of mimic the same style as this and have like this gorgeous like solid color background. And so I'm thinking of having it be solid green here and solid blue here, and but still use those same color combos on the inside. In fact, I want these to kind of have a bit of a sticker effect around them, and so it kind of looks like there's stickers sitting on like a green sticker sheet essentially. And for here, I might modify it and draw a little candy on the inside as well. And so that's the ideas that I have for these 2 pages, which could be really nice. And finally, we have a frog mandala here to kind of fill in with the Wild Year of Color frog prompt. If I wanted it to be like a page fully featuring frogs, it would be this one. And so then I would use greens and golds for it. I don't know if I'd be using blues, but I have to like think about what colors I would want for this one there. And also because it's spring, and spring has a lot of rabbits, you have a rabbit page here, and you also have the rabbit page there, plus some just general flowers here. So as you can see, I have a ton of ideas to color in with Magical Worlds, and if I can get like 4 pages done this month from this book, I'd be happy, despite being 4 pages behind considering last month. So like I'm kind of pushing close towards my 25% completion. I've only done 7 pages so far. Can you believe it? I'm going so slowly, but I have like my page count set up here. Everything's written out in pencil, and then when I do it, I erase it and draw it back in with pen, plus the date that I did it. And so that's kind of how I'm tracking my coloring for this book. But yeah, that's the last coloring book that I'm thinking of tackling for this month. There you have it. We have Magical Worlds, Once Within Worlds. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, oh my goodness, 10, 11, 12, and 13 different potential books to color in for this month. Of course, I'm biting off more than I can chew, but hey, it gives me options and it helps me have a plan or a goal in mind to color. Of course, I probably will only get through around half of it, but hey, that's still good. All right, thank you everyone so much for watching. Have a good day, happy coloring, and I'll see you for the next one.